let's do a recap. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another epic Monday live stream. In this stream, we're covering some incredible news. We are leaking US Mobile's insane Black Friday promotion. We're answering questions per usual. We're talking about some new plans from Red Pocket, surprisingly. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, thank you for your patience as we were getting things set up. We've got Charles Beast here. We've got Mel Faith, Logitech OP. Hey, sometimes you just got to go back to the basics, what you know works. And so that is what we are here. Yeah, Sunkissed, you're absolutely right. Technical difficulties. What a day for it. What a day for it. It's a ghost. Yeah, Gabriel, that's exactly what I did. I brought back the Logitech. We plugged it in, and it's horrible at focusing sometimes, but sometimes it gets the job done. Anyway, we should not dilly-dally. I think we should dive right in to US Mobile's insane Black Friday offer. You guys are not going to believe this. I actually advise if you have a second pair of socks, you're going to want to grab those right now. Go ahead and put them on because this deal will knock your socks off. And I don't want you guys to have cold feet once your socks are knocked off. So go ahead, grab your socks, throw on that second pair. This promotion is insane. We've got Duval in there getting some 3 pairs of socks. Yeah, you got it. Scott Stetson and his socks. Yeah, I'll be shopping for them on Black Friday. All right, are you guys ready for this? I don't think you are. Do you have any guesses, first of all, before we dive in? What do you think the deal is? How big of a discount? How much off? Spit it out. All right, I'll pull it up. You guys have been patient. You've been waiting for me. You've tolerated my camera issues. You've watched me put on socks. We've got 67% off. That's a really good guess. I like that with the 6.7. What is the discount? Gosh, I have to do this times that. Okay. And then it's close. It is close. It's an insane discount. Hand motion. 6.7. All right, here's the deal. We're not holding back. Bam. These are the Black Friday deals leaked from US Mobile. I gained access to this. Now I am sharing it with you. These are some of the best deals we've ever seen. So right up top, we've got the 2 ongoing promotions, right? Unlimited starter $199, unlimited premium $299. We don't care about those. What we care about is this right here. Starting on Black Friday, 11/28, the unlimited premium annual plan is going to be going for $167. Guys, that is insane. For context, if we go to US Mobile's website and we go to plans and we go to unlimited premium, this is normally $32.50 per month. All right. Current promos dropping that to $24.90. Black Friday, this plan is dropping to $167 upfront for the year. Okay. What is that? I had to get a calculator up. So $167 upfront for your full year of service. That is going to drop the price to just $13.91 per month for unlimited premium. Now, it is not all networks. There are some catches. So let's go through the catches. Catch number 1, you got to use code Black Friday 67. Catch number 2, this is for port-ins only. So you have to be adding a new line that is a port-in, transferring your phone number from a different carrier. There is also a catch. The network transfers will be disabled, and this is only going to be on the Lightspeed network. So this is important to keep in mind. What is Lightspeed and what are network transfers? When you go to sign up for US Mobile, they offer their plans on 3 distinct networks. And you can see at the bottom, varies by network, more plan details. If you pop in here, and you can see the 3 networks up top. Let me just zoom this in so we can actually see them. Darkstar, Warp, and Lightspeed. Okay, Darkstar is AT&T, Warp is Verizon, Lightspeed is T-Mobile. This specific deal is only going to be available on Lightspeed. So that is only going to be the T-Mobile network, okay? What are you getting with unlimited premium on Lightspeed? Well, you're getting truly unlimited high-speed 5G data. This is not priority data, but it's actually pretty good. So let me just quickly give you an explanation here. On T-Mobile's network, you have 4 priority levels. QCI 6, this is the top dog. This is postpaid priority. This is Experience More, Experience Beyond, the T-Mobile prepaid plans, and Google Fi, QCI 6. Then you have QCI 7. This is sort of deprioritized tier number 1. This is where you have all of the MVNOs, including US Mobile, Mint Mobile, Metro by T-Mobile, Red Pocket's going to be on QCI 7, all of those guys. What's important to keep in mind, well, I'll go through the other priorities level first, and I'll tell you why US Mobile's plan is so good. For a lot of plans, once you exceed a certain limit, you're going to be dropped down to QCI 9. So QCI 8 is the hotspot data. QCI 9 is bottom of the barrel, ultra deprioritized. For a lot of the unlimited plans, Metro by T-Mobile, I think T-Mobile Prepaid. Yeah, T-Mobile Prepaid. Once you exceed a certain amount of usage, you are dropped from QCI 7 all the way down to QCI 9. US Mobile's plan, let's bring that back up. This gives you unlimited QCI 7 data, okay? That's big. That is big. That's going to give you a better network experience than a plan such as Mint Mobile, right? So we pull up Mint Mobile, another fan favorite, also on sale, 50% off. It's a great deal. But with the Mint Mobile Unlimited plan here, what are you getting? You're getting 35 gigs at QCI 7, and then you're dropping down to unlimited at QCI 9. And so if you're a high data user, where's US Mobile? US Mobile is going to give you a better network experience on that Lightspeed network. Now, you're also getting unlimited talk and text, Wi-Fi calling. You're getting free international calls here, free international texts. You're getting 20 gigabytes of roaming outside the United States. Guys, this is one of the best cell phone plans for international data roaming. Okay, you're getting 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of high-speed data in over 180 countries. An absolutely phenomenal deal. This is actually my number 1 pick for best plan for international travel. You also get these, well, normally, I would say you do get network transfers. Now, what is a network transfer? A network transfer is, let's say you sign up on the T-Mobile network, and for whatever reason, coverage isn't great, or maybe you move to a new town and just coverage is different in the new town. You can transfer to another network that US Mobile offers because they have all 3, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. So you could move to a new town and be like, yep, turns out Verizon's better here. Let me just transfer my number to that different network while still staying on US Mobile as a customer. Now, unfortunately, this promotion is so good that they're unable to offer the network transfers. So you're only going to be on T-Mobile for this. Apple and Pixel Watch, not yet supported on Lightspeed. I don't think that's a big deal because I don't think you need cellular for your smartwatch, but that's my hot take. Looks like you can get some perks if you have 3 or more lines, but that's only on the monthly version. International eSIMs for purchase. You probably won't need those because of the free international data. And yeah, that is number 1. So I hear you guys. Unable. Okay, sir. Hey, this is an insane deal. Okay, so this is deal number 1. All right, and I can hear you in the comments, existing customers. So that was unlimited premium annual. It's dropping to $167 up front for your first year. After that first year, pricing goes back to normal. You have to use code BF67 or BF67. Port-ins only. The network transfer is disabled. That's going to be a caveat, and it's only going to be Lightspeed. Now, before we get to the other promotions, including options for existing customers, if you do not want that Lightspeed network, no worries. Okay, you can just take advantage of the current promotions going on right now. Unlimited starter and premium. This is available on all networks. They have this going on right now. Actually, I can just show you the site. Unlimited premium, $299. Unlimited starter, $199. And you can see here, oops, sorry about that. You can see right here, all networks eligible. Okay, so if you want coverage on Darkstar, or Warp, you can take advantage of the current promotion. Still a great deal, but the Black Friday deal is absolutely insane. Again, coming out to $13.91 per month. Now, I hear you in the chat. What if you are an existing US Mobile customer? Well, US Mobile does have 3 deals for you as well. These are, I don't know. Did anyone run the numbers on this? Like, all right, is anyone from US Mobile watching this right now? Did you guys crunch the numbers? Like, did anyone realize $167 was $13.91 a month? Did anyone do that? Like, that is just crazy. Anyway, for existing customers, US Mobile will be offering their legendary multi-network add-on for 50% off. Now, I know you're thinking, what is a multi-network add-on? Well, let me show you what a multi-network add-on is. And let me pull up my US Mobile account. I think I need to sign in quickly. So we'll just go ahead and sign in. Unlock 1Password. Shout out to 1Password for keeping my password secure. They like the 6, 7 numbers. Yeah, it's true. They do. They do. All right, we are in. We're going to dive in. What is the multi-network add-on, right? And this is the annual add-on, okay? So multi-network annual add-on. This is going to be available for 50% off for all customers. What is this? Why do you want this? Why is this a big deal? You're a US Mobile customer like myself. You go to your US Mobile dashboard. You're going to be able to go to one of your lines, one of your unlimited lines, I should say. So this is unlimited premium on that Lightspeed network. And you can click Add Second Network. And this is going to bring you to a page where you can see the multi-network add-on. And what this is going to do is it's going to let you add a secondary network to your unlimited plan. This gives you better coverage where you need it, a network backup when it matters most, and you share your high-speed data between networks. This is also going to give you 2 phone numbers on a single device with unlimited talk and text, and you have to use it on the same device as your primary line. Let me dive into this a little bit further. So what is this? The multi-network add-on is giving you a second SIM card, okay? And this is going to install on your device using eSIM. This second SIM card is going to come with 100 gigs. Well, you're basically going to get 100 gigs of shared multi-network data. Let's say you sign up on the T-Mobile network, all right? You have your unlimited premium T-Mobile line. You can then add a secondary network on, say, Verizon. So you've got T-Mobile and Verizon, both active on the same phone using dual SIM. You get 100 gigs of shared multi-network data. You can toggle between either the T-Mobile network or the Verizon network as much as you want, up to 100 gigabytes of total data usage. Now, after 100 gigabytes, once you go over that, the multi-network data won't work, so Verizon will no longer give you data, but you'll continue getting unlimited data on your primary network. In this example, that's going to be T-Mobile. That is the multi-network add-on. This is normally priced, what are we looking at for pricing here? Normally $10 a month, but with the annual option, it is $90. And with this promotion, 50% off for all customers, that's going to drop this to just $45. So for the cost of effectively 1 month of service on any other carrier, you are giving yourself 100 gigabytes of shared multi-network data that you can toggle between at any time. This is honestly fantastic. I don't know if you've ever been places, you're checking coverage on coveragemap.com, right? And there are spots that sometimes you get coverage on one network, but not another. An example I've been using recently, as I've been getting back into skiing. Where's I-70 here? Let me orient myself. Okay, there we go. And we go into Georgetown, and we did down there. Perfect. Right here. Arapahoe Basin. You can see Verizon covers. AT&T covers it. Pop over to T-Mobile. Boom. Dead zone. Not only that, that has been confirmed by data on the crowdsourced speed test map. Let me actually do some smaller squares here because this is not illustrating my point. There we go. You can see confirmed, no coverage on T-Mobile. So this is one small example where with multi-network data, I can sign up on T-Mobile. If I go skiing here, I know I'm not going to have service. So I can be like, bam, I'm going to swap over to Verizon. Boom, I'm getting ripping fast speeds while I'm ripping down the slopes. Okay. Really, really cool. Next promotion we're going to cover, Google Pixel 10. I know some of you like to get a new phone. You've been thinking about a new phone. You've been holding off, and now might be the time. Pixel 10, it's going to be on sale. This is a promo for new and existing customers, although there's a slight caveat, okay? Google Pixel 10, it's going to be going for as low as $349. Is that right? What does this normally go for? 10 Pro. I really just want the Google Pixel 10. All right, Google Store. Discover the new Google Pixel 10. Looks like even Google is offering a promo. $800 normally, okay? US Mobile is going to be offering this for $349. $349. Now, how do you get this? All right, if you're a new customer, you just have to sign up for a new annual plan, okay? That's going to be unlimited premium or unlimited starter, both the annual versions of the plans. If you're an existing customer, you have to have been on US Mobile for at least 3 months. And if you have, then you're going to be able to get this promotional rate. That is insane. If you are somewhat new to US Mobile, you just signed up, you haven't been there for 3 months, then it's going to be $449, or you just don't want to buy it with a plan, right? It's going to be $349. Still a great deal. Just a little bit over 50% off. This is over 50% off, which is nuts. I don't know how they're doing that. And I did get confirmation on the device locking status. So if you do take advantage of this promotion, the device will be locked to US Mobile, but it's not that long. Let me see if I can go ahead and confirm this. It is 60 days, okay? So the device will be locked to US Mobile for 60 days. After 60 days, it'll be unlocked. You'll be able to use it with any carrier, add other SIMs, things like that. Even though it's locked to US Mobile, it'll still work with the multi-network add-on. So if you wanted to get this, the device will still work. The last deal we're covering, new and existing customers get that Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. This is going to be $600. Normally, this is what is the Galaxy S25 Edge? Oops, S25 Edge. Should I do retail price? Oh my gosh, is that right? $1,100? Holy smokes. Okay, Best Buy, dang. Even Best Buy is doing a promo on this. $700. But US Mobile, I think, beats that. Yeah, $600. Nuts. Okay. Galaxy S25 Edge. If you're a US Mobile customer and you've been with the company for 3 months or more, you'll be eligible to get the Galaxy S25 Edge for $599.67. If you're a new customer, you can purchase an annual plan, which will also be on sale. Guys, let's not forget that. Let's not forget you can grab unlimited premium annual for $167, and I believe you'll be able to stack that with the Pixel 10. I mean, you're going to be looking at, what, under $550 for a brand new Pixel 10 and a year of service. That is insane. Anyway, Galaxy S25 Edge, $599. Again, with that new annual plan or an existing customer who's been there for 3 or more months, US Mobile showing some love for existing customers. If you don't fit into one of those two groups, $689.67. And again, the device is going to be locked to US Mobile for 60 days. After 60 days, you are going to be completely free to use this device on any network you choose. So these are US Mobile's exclusive Black Friday deals. I just had to share them with you guys. I mean, unlimited premium for $167. That is nuts. That is crazy good. All right, we got to dive into some Q&A right now. And then we've got an all-new, truly unlimited plan from Red Pocket that we need to talk about. So we've got, recommend do. It's a crazy discount. Someone's asking, the Ruse 7071. Do you think I will notice the difference coming from T-Mobile's plan and going down to QCI 7? Personally, I don't think you're going to notice the difference. From my experience, T-Mobile's network is so fast, you're not likely to notice the difference between QCI 6 and QCI 7. T-Mobile just has screaming capacity. You're going to get fast speeds no matter what. Let me see. Is this phone charged? No. One of these had the US Mobile line on it, so I was going to try and show a quick speed test, but alas, I can show a, let me see. Does any one of these have, no. T-Mobile, no. Actually, hang on. Hold up. Boom, nope, that one's dead. That, here we go. Boom, we got one. So, I wish that camera was working. This is Mint Mobile, okay? Mint Mobile on the T-Mobile network. Let's just pull up the speed test here. This is deprioritized QCI 7 data, okay? We are indoors, that's perfect. Start test. This is what I'm talking about. This is deprioritized QCI 7 data. We are getting, what, 680 megabits per second down? That is absolutely nuts. On the upload, 20, 30, 34 megabits per second. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. 34 megabits per second. 685 down, 34.1 up, okay? I don't think you're likely to notice the QCI 7 data. I think it's going to be fast. So if you're on US Mobile already, you can't get the deals on service, just the phone. So to be clear, all of these deals are available to customers. So the unlimited premium annual plan, this is available to any customer who is adding a new line of service. So if you're an existing customer, like here, I'm an existing customer, okay? This is my account. You can see all my lines. Let me just zoom out a little bit so it's less in your face. If I were to go and add a new line, I would be eligible to take advantage of the promotion. And in fact, you can see the current promos that are going on today. I can take advantage of those. So any customer, new or existing, who is adding a line, you'll be eligible for this. And I also want to mention, and I'll go full screen for this. This is big. This is only going live on Black Friday. I have heard 11 a.m. Eastern time, only for 24 hours, okay? It is a Black Friday 24-hour only deal, and that's how they're able to get the price just that low and make it such a good offer. For everyone else, the multi-network add-on 50%, all customers. New, existing, not new, not existing, non-customer, everyone can get this, okay? Google Pixel 10, the $349 price, this is only for new customers who are purchasing an annual plan with the phone or existing customers who have been with US Mobile for 3 or more months, okay? Same with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. Anyone who's purchasing the phone with a new line and a new annual plan and who's been with with US Mobile for over 3 months. So those are the deals. Those are the deals. Can it be poured in from a T-Mobile MVNO? Jeb, this is a fantastic question. I believe the answer is yes. I believe you can pour it in from a T-Mobile MVNO. I think it just has to be a poured in from a different carrier other than US Mobile, and you should be good to go there. We got a great question. W Massey 683, why not just treat every customer the same? Fantastic question. In the prepaid space, the carriers are fighting for new customers, okay? It's kind of a different model, I would say. Like if you're a postpaid customer, you're coming from postpaid, you are used to everyone getting the same great device deals, right? And AT&T has been famous for that. If you go to AT&T's site, I don't know if they're going to say anything. They offer their deals and promotions for new and existing customers. So why doesn't US Mobile do this? Why don't prepaid carriers do this? It's because they don't have to. The deal with prepaid, like people switch to prepaid to save money. And then once you're saving so much money, you're not really as tempted to leave. With the postpaid carriers, if AT&T only offered this promotion for new customers, well, you're going to bet every single existing AT&T customer who's interested in that iPhone 17 Pro, well, they're going to go out and look at competing offers. With US Mobile and with the prepaid carriers, they're not offering deals on well, US Mobile is technically offering some deals on phones, but what they're primarily doing is they're offering deals on the service. Okay. And so they're getting customers in, they're saving them a bunch of money, they're giving them a great experience, and then people are less likely to leave. So that is how come, unfortunately, not every customer gets to be treated the same on prepaid. It is really a battle for new customers. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Scott is saying that's nuts. I appreciate you guys. Did your socks come off? My socks off the feet already. I told you they would get knocked off, and they were knocked off. So hopefully that helped. Ryan, what is the cheapest way to port out and then port back in? Any recommendations for providers for cheap? Ryan, they are not going to like me for telling you guys this. The answer is unfortunately Tello. Tello is also not going to be happy. Tello is candidly a great MVNO. They offer service on T-Mobile. They're also doing their Black Friday deals. But if you wanted to, we saw some people do this for Visible. If you pop in, you could technically grab like a data only plan, right? No minutes or texts. We're looking at around $5. Taxes and fees, maybe call it $7. You can port out to Tello. You'll have to be a customer on Tello, I think, for at least 48 hours before they'll let you get your port out information, but then super easy to get your port out details, and you're going to be good to go. So don't tell anyone I told you that, but that is a way. Does the $167 annual plan increase after your first year? Yes. Freedom-loving American. It goes back to the regular rate. What is the regular rate? That is visible on US Mobile's website. So unlimited premium regular rate is going to be $32.50 per month. Now, still a fantastic plan. And I think what's worth considering here is, let me just show you. So the two best options on, oh, perfect. Let's filter this out. We want unlimited data, coverage, T-Mobile, carrier. We actually want US Mobile. Where is it? And then we want Mint Mobile. So let's find Mint Mobile. Bam. This is perfect. And then we want to throw on taxes and fees. So Mint Mobile Unlimited and US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed. These are two of the best cell phone plans available on the T-Mobile network. Now you'll notice they're both annual plans, and US Mobile happens to be a little bit cheaper. Okay, so Mint, after taxes and fees in my area, comes up to $32.67 per month. Now, it is possible that in your area, taxes and fees will be less, and Mint will be marginally more affordable. But in my area, it's a little bit more expensive. US Mobile, $32.50 a month, taxes and fees included. Also worth mentioning for the Black Friday promotion, that's going to be taxes and fees included as well. Let's talk plan features now. Again, similar price, both annual plans, both are going to be deprioritized. US Mobile has that key advantage. Like I talked about earlier in this podcast, Mint will give you 35 gigs of high-speed QCI 7 data and then drop you down to unlimited QCI 9 data. US Mobile is just straight unlimited QCI 7. Hotspot, US Mobile is giving you 5 times more hotspot data, 50 gigabytes versus 10 gigabytes. Video streaming quality, US Mobile lets you stream at full 4K quality. I tested this recently on my own Lightspeed line. Actually, where is that? Right here. So if I go back to my lines, this is my Lightspeed line that I paid for. And I went in, if you go to if you go to usage and controls, you can go to usage management. It's kind of hidden. There's this option called data saver. I guess it's not. Oh, no, it's called data waster. Excuse me. I was looking at the wrong thing. Data waster. And this enables full 4K streaming. So you pop that on, you click save, you understand, boom. You just got full 4K streaming on US Mobile, no problem. Awesome to have. When it comes to, like, both plans include unlimited talk and text. Neither support a smartwatch, which is a bummer, but US Mobile does let you add a tablet line. And in fact, don't tell anyone I told you this, but I'm pretty sure that this plan and this promotion will likely also work in a tablet line. Someone should probably check that. But either way, you can add a tablet line on US Mobile. That's nice as well. International features, we covered this. US Mobile just kicks Mint out of the water. Free international texting, free international calling to over 200 countries versus just Canada and Mexico. 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of roaming in Canada and Mexico versus just 3 gigs in Canada and then $5 a day in Mexico. And 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of high-speed international data in 197 countries versus having to pay for an add-on that is $5 a day. So even at its regular full price, US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed is a fantastic plan. I think one of the best value unlimited plans on the T-Mobile network. Woohoo. Base Fraud coming in with a very spicy question. Would you rather the US Mobile buy one, get two, visible Switch 26 or US Mobile 67% off? This is huge. So US Mobile previously had a buy one line, get two line free promotion. An insane deal. Literally, I think it was like, what, $400 in savings or something? Visible currently has their Switch 26 promotion. This is also an excellent deal. You guys are just like, the deals are so good in prepaid right now. It is nuts. It is like warfare out there between these carriers. So Visible Switch 2026. This saves you $6 a month off of Visible Base, $9 a month off of Visible Plus, and $12 a month off of Visible Plus Pro for the next 26 months. That is crazy and a fantastic value. And the last option here is US Mobile 67% off. I'm going to assume that's this deal. I mean, the answer is easy. Base Fraud. It is US Mobile's $167 promotion. I mean, that is literally getting that plan for under $14 a month. Unreal. Now, US Mobile's plans, these are Visible's plans are fantastic. But for me, I still get great coverage. Look, if I go to, let's actually pull up the main site. If I go to coveragemap.com and I plug in Longmont, Colorado, all right, I'm in the Boulder County area, you can see T-Mobile is ripping fast. 134.5 megabits per second. It is such a good network here in Longmont, Colorado. It also has the fastest upload speeds too. So if we scroll down and we're looking at upload speeds, you can see T-Mobile fastest download and T-Mobile fastest upload, 9.7. And this is also shown in that coverage map where if I zoom out and I meander over to Longmont, Colorado, and we just do the color profile best carrier, look at all that magenta. Look, this is magenta, that's magenta, this whole middle section here, except for that, is magenta. Magenta's all over here. This area is magenta. This is magenta. T-Mobile has the fastest speeds in Longmont. It is such a good network here. And it's also a really good network in Boulder and I guess Superior. Look at that. Jeez, just coated in magenta. Absolutely covered. Absolutely covered. It is a really, really strong network in Colorado, in the city. So I'm going with US Mobile. That price with that performance, those features, and that network is just perfect for me. That's my option. Visible, fantastic deal if you want Verizon coverage. All right, we got some super chats coming in. Mark, thank you again. Green, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I was looking at getting the OnePlus 15, but it doesn't support band 29 and band 14 on the AT&T network. Will this greatly affect my experience? Candidly, I do not know. I wish I had more information on this. I know band 14 is typically reserved for FirstNet. I think the way it works is everyone gets access to band 14, and then during times of emergencies or natural disasters or where first responders need priority access, band 14 gets switched over to only being for first responders. So, and I don't know what band 29 is for, honestly. I would say maybe, and if anyone else in the comments has more info, please feel free to chat with Green. Green, I'm sorry, I don't have more information for you. Jay Haas 360. Yeah, we actually should touch on this. I might do the Black Friday US Mobile deal, my backup S25 Ultra, and run nonstop coverage map speed tests. Yeah, US Mobile 100% is not going to like that and will probably kick you off. They did update their terms of service, so unfortunately, nonstop coverage map speed testing, I know it hurts my soul, that will unfortunately not be allowed. So if you are looking to do that, I would suggest you consider that Mint Mobile plan. This is also Mint is owned by T-Mobile, truly unlimited data. I've used it for speed testing myself using 450, 500 gigs a month. No problems there. So I'd encourage you to lean a little bit more towards Mint if you are looking to run speed tests. How does speed testing hurt if it's only a few seconds? Even if a speed test is only a few seconds, you're still putting stress on the network. Like you're effectively using the peak network capacity. And if you think of a cellular network here, we'll do another speed test as an example, right? When you run a test, what are you doing? You are connecting to the network and you are trying to measure the maximum possible throughput. You are stressing the tower. You are saturating the connection using all available bandwidth that your phone is capable of connecting to. Now, what happens if you have a bunch of customers who are also trying to use the network? Well, that's going to degrade the network experience. Like a tower can only provide service to so many customers and deliver a certain amount of speeds. Now, most of the time when people are using their phones, right, you think of loading social media posts or even watching a live stream on YouTube like this one. You're periodically loading a little bit of content, 1 or 2 megabytes here, a couple megabytes there, or a worst case scenario is a YouTube video. And even streaming this is probably anywhere from 5 to 8 megabits per second. I remember I did a Google Meet call and I was watching the bandwidth during the Meet call, and that was only maybe like 3 to 5 megabits per second. So you have a bunch of users on a cell tower. Even if they're using their phones like normal, they're only using maybe, let's call it 3 to 10 megabits per second of network capacity at a time. That allows a tower to deliver usable service to a bunch of different people. If you get a handful of customers, right, who are all running tests and saturating that tower, that's going to just grind everything to a halt. Speeds are going to slow down. People are going to have trouble loading their content. The tower is only going to be able to serve a few people at a time. And so the carriers strongly dislike running continuous speed tests on the network. Now, I think if you're driving around, it's hopefully a little bit less of a deal because you're like handing off from one tower to another. So you're not saturating the network too much, but that is why that is the case. We have that average MTBer sharing the stream. My stream right now is around 4 megabits per second. So there you go. All of this is powered by 4 megabits per second with 400 people watching. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. We do have to talk about some new plans. Do you guys want to hear about Red Pocket's plans? They have a new truly unlimited plan. Oh, we should answer. We should. Okay, quick caveat to that. They care less about excessive speed. They care about excessive speed testing. If you run like 100 tests a month, you're fine. If you're using hundreds of gigabytes a month, that's the issue. Yeah. So if you're doing a speed test here at the coffee shop, a speed test at Home Depot, a speed test at Domino's, you're cool. All right. No one's going to care. You're in the clear. If you were like me, driving around with phones mounted to your dashboard, running continuous nonstop tests, yeah, US Mobile specifically will be they're not happy with that. So they'll politely ask you to leave, to say the least. What else we got in the chat? Here, we're going to answer Addy's question here. In terms of deprioritization, are AT&T Prepaid, US Mobile, and Cricket the same? I'm looking for the cheapest based annual plans on each of them. Yeah, Addy, candidly, if you want the best deal on AT&T, let me just show you that option right now. Pull this up on stream. So what we're going to do here, we're on best phone plans. Let's just reset this. You're going to be one line, AT&T, looking for unlimited data. What are the best options? Let's scroll down. So up top, these are sponsored, and then this is not sponsored. These are straight up the most affordable options. you can see US Mobile lands firmly in the most affordable spot. Your other options are going to be, okay, Red Pocket, we'll actually touch on that in a bit. Red Pocket actually could be better for you. Yeah, this is actually going to be a perfect segue. So, US Mobile, fantastic option. I think better than Cricket. And it's worth noting that the priority, it is the same, but it does depend a little bit on what plan you choose. So Cricket Unlimited Annual, that's deprioritized QCI 9 on AT&T. US Mobile Unlimited Starter, both the annual and the monthly, also going to be deprioritized QCI 9. If you bump up to US Mobile Unlimited Premium, that's going to give you priority data QCI 8. If you bump up to Cricket, wait for it, boom, Supreme Unlimited, that's also going to bump you up to priority data QCI 8. So worth keeping that in mind. Again, all of this is on the website. You can click full details on any plan. And if you scroll down, you can see the QCI value right there. Okay. Now, most affordable option on the AT&T network, that will be US Mobile Unlimited Starter. And this is currently on sale for $16.60 per month with code SUPER199. And I want to emphasize, now is a perfect time to take advantage of this promotion because it's on the AT&T network, so it's not going to change, right? There's no better deal you're going to be missing out on because the other promotion is only going to be for that Lightspeed network. This plan, $23 a month, $16.60 a month with that code. Unlimited high-speed data. It is deprioritized QCI 9. 20 gigs of hotspot. 720p video streaming. Although I think you might be able to up that to 4K if you turn on the, wait for it, the data waster mode. I should probably check that at some point. Maybe I'll do it after the stream. My desire to sign up for yet another cell phone plan is low, but that is worth finding out for you guys. You're also going to get those great international features included. Now, we got to talk about Red Pocket. Previously, Red Pocket, unlimited premium, $28 a month, 50 gigs, then 64 kilobits per second, deprioritized. Everybody, buckle in. Grab your spare pair of socks again. They're about to get knocked off for the second time. Check this out. Red Pocket today just updated their plans. Their Black Friday is starting on Monday because they don't know the days of the week and they want to be early. If you go to plans, all of the plans have now been updated. I don't have these on the Best Phone Plan site yet. We will get them up very soon. Check this out though. First, if you're looking for something crazy affordable, Essentials plan, $10 a month, 3 gigs of high-speed data. This is priority data on the AT&T network. You are also getting international calling and free roaming in 60 countries. 100 minutes, 100 messages, and 1 gig. Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. For $10 a month, this is like the perfect backup SMS phone number ever. Like, if you need a phone number that you don't give out to anyone and you just use for 2-factor codes, this seems perfect because it supports roaming in international countries. It's super affordable. Next option, they upgraded their Plus plan. $20 a month, 20 gigs of high-speed data. What was it before? I actually kind of forget. Let's quickly reset this and just throw in Red Pocket, and we're going to do one line so we don't get overwhelmed. So so they tripled, wait, is that right? Yeah, they tripled the data of that Essentials plan going from 1 gig to 3 gigs. The next tier, they doubled the data. So previously it was $20 for 10 gigs. The new plan, $20 for 20 gigabytes. And this is 5G premium data. Awesome, awesome value. Yeah. I was just seeing if they had anything for the wording for the premium data. $20 a month. Their new plan. This is actually crazy. $30 a month. You're getting 50 gigs of high-speed priority data, QCI 8, 10 gigs of hotspot, unlimited calling to 80 countries, the free international roaming in 60 countries, and check this out. After 50 gigabytes, speeds used to slow down. Now, speeds may be reduced up to 150 megabits per second. Guys, 150 megabits per second. It might as well be your plan doesn't slow down at all. This is basically another truly unlimited data plan on the AT&T network. That is crazy. Now, Red Pocket is technically available on AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. All new activations will default to AT&T. At least when I've tried to sign up, I've been defaulted to AT&T. This gets better, though. We were just looking at the monthly offers. And to be clear, the 50% off you see is for that first month. So $5 for your first month, and then $10 regular price. $10 for your first month, $20 for the regular price. $15 for your first month, $30 for the regular price. So month to month, a monthly plan that is $30 with truly unlimited high-speed data, or 50 gigs full speed, and then unlimited at 150 megabits per second. Fantastic. It gets better. Red Pocket has annual discounts. All right. Essentials, $100 for your first year. We're going to have to go ahead and do some math here. Let's clear this out. $100 divided by 12 months, $8.33 per month. You're getting unlimited talk and text, 3 gigs of high-speed data, and the international features that you saw before. Okay. We have the Plus plan, 20 gigs of high-speed data, $200 for your first year. We're going to do some quick math. 200 divided by 12, bam, $16.67 per month. That's actually insane for 20 gigs of data. That is an awesome, awesome value. Unlimited premium, $300 for your first year. What does that come out to? Here's my calculator. $300 for your first year is coming out to $25 per month. I mean, that the sites are on, okay? Red Pocket and US Mobile, these plans are neck and neck. And again, fantastic features, that 50 gigs of priority data, and then unlimited priority data at 150 megabits per second, unlimited talk and text, great international features as well. Those are Red Pocket's new plans, a massive upgrade across the board, great prices, great promotions for your first year. Really, really awesome to see. So this could be, Addy, another answer to your question. And I believe what I've heard is the premium plan is QCI 8 priority data. And that will be slightly different from US Mobile, right? Where US Mobile's plan was deprioritized. All right. US Mobile Unlimited Starter. This plan is deprioritized on AT&T, and I believe Red Pocket has priority. So that could be worth checking out as well. I think the Ruse 77.1, I think we answered the priority question. Not likely a difference. We have another super chat. Thank you so much, Kevster04, for your generosity and support. Hey, Stetson, your thoughts on Verizon's layoffs and status? Man, what am I allowed to say here? So, thought number one. First of all, it is very sad. All right, I was on LinkedIn. I was seeing a bunch of wonderful former Verizon employees sharing. They were at the company for 6 years, 8 years, 15 years, 20 years, and all of a sudden they were laid off. That is super sad. That is very unfortunate. These were real team players. These were people who loved the company. They'd been there for a while. You know, you get to a point and it almost feels like family, right? So that is very sad. We never like seeing layoffs. Those are real people who are now out of work. They may not have an income. They're now probably feeling stressed about having to find a new job to help provide for their family, cover their expenses, okay? That is never a great place to be. So I feel badly for those people, and I hope they're able to find some unexpected success, perhaps in a new, exciting adventure. The status of Verizon. I got an early preview today of Verizon's Black Friday deal. I'm unfortunately not allowed to share this, but let's just say Verizon is going all out. They are going all out, okay? Balls to the wall, like give people great phones and great deals. And you can already see that, right? If we go to Verizon's site, they're pulling all the strings. If they've got something in their arsenal that they can do, they're doing it. Okay, check out these promotions. First, I mean, like everything is here. Everything is free. iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch Series 11, all on us, even on our lowest priced plans. Okay? No trade-in required. Anyone right now can go to Verizon. I think you have to port in your phone number. Port in your phone number to their most affordable plan, Verizon Unlimited Welcome. And you can get a brand new iPhone 17, a brand new iPad, and an Apple Watch. No trade-in required. That is insane. No trade-in required. Galaxy S25, watch, and tablet, all on us. Same promotion for you Android fans out there. If you want an S25, a Galaxy tablet, and a Galaxy Watch, again, you can sign up for Verizon's lowest price plan. Unlimited welcome. Get all of this for free. No trade-in required. That means you can get this for free, and then you can sell your old device, right? Same thing for Pixel fans. Pixel 10, watch, and tablet, all on us. No trade-in required. Lowest plan eligible. That is nuts. That is insane. We have, in my recent memory, never seen Verizon doing a promotion like this where their lowest price plan is eligible. Typically, unlimited welcome, it was left for the scraps. It got nothing. Maybe it was like 4 free iPhones on us, but you have to bring 4 lines and activate them all on welcome. Okay, that was like the best deal I feel like I've ever seen welcome get. Now it's, hey, we'll literally give you every smart connected device you could possibly want for free, no trade-in. Insane. They don't stop there though. Verizon is giving you the opportunity to literally print out and bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and Verizon will literally give you a better deal. They will look at your bill, they will enter it into their system, and they will just straight up give you a better offer. That's what they're doing. That, to me, it feels like Verizon is desperate for customers, okay? It feels like they're making moves to really try and get some new customers this holiday season. And let's not forget, there are a couple of even better deals that I know about that aren't here yet, okay? It's going to get better on Black Friday. We can also go to the deals tab. What else do they have cooking? Holiday deals. I mean, what? Great. Pre-owned home internet. Just trying to see if there's any like cool deals. So we covered those. iPhone 17 Pro on us. This is requiring you to be on Unlimited Ultimate, so that's worth keeping in mind. We've got the Pro Max under $5 a month on Ultimate. S25 Plus on Ultimate. No trade-in required on that. Pixel 10 Pro for new and existing customers. That's great. With select phone on trade-in. New line on Unlimited Ultimate. Yeah, they're doing a lot of aggressive offers right now. And I think on Black Friday, there are going to be a couple more that are even better. So I think Verizon has a new CEO. They're spicing things up. They're making a splash. They're not joking around with these holiday promotions. They're going all out. They want customers to sign up. They want people back. It's a good time to be a consumer, all right? Good time to be shopping around. My take is I think you should consider, at least strongly evaluate your different options, because you could potentially get a new phone from Apple and save money by going with a plan such as US Mobile, right? Like you can go US Mobile, $167 for a year of service is the most affordable rate we've ever seen. So you can buy a brand new iPhone and grab this plan and likely save money. And that's what I would encourage you to do. Or any plan, right? You can, if you want Verizon coverage, bam, Visible. Look, we haven't even talked about Visible screaming promotions. If we go to deals, absolutely nuts. You can get an iPhone 14 straight up for free from Visible. 50% off their best plan. This is crazy. This gives you 50% off the Visible Plus Pro plan. That knocks the price down. It's the Visible Plus Pro annual. Let's actually go back to plans and I'll show you the actual breakdown. Visible Plus Pro. Normally it's $450 a year. The discount we just looked at, Black Friday 50, makes us 50% off. All right, that is $225. $225 divided by 12 months for your first year, $18.75 per month for your first year of service on Visible's best unlimited plan that literally rivals Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, okay? You're going to be saving so much money, and you'll get the same coverage. So, food for thought. All right, we have another super chat coming in. Chinese technical support. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. I'm a big fan of you. I have a question about the Verizon My Biz plan. What do you think about it compared to the residential plan or a consumer plan? I'm going to be honest, not a big fan of Verizon My Biz. Why is that? And what is Verizon My Biz? Well, if we go to Verizon's site, again, we'll have those splendid holiday offers. If we go to business, this is going to show us the business options. We'll click shop plans. The way Verizon approached business is they just have one plan. It is called the My Biz plan. Okay? Starts at $65 for a single line. The problem is it's missing out on a lot of features. And I guess this can be a pro or a con. For me, I feel like it's a little bit of a con. So you're not getting priority data, okay? You basically have to, you start with the base plan, and then you build a bundle that you want. Where are the bundle options? Do I have to click get started? Let's find out. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to select plan. Skip it. I'm bringing my own device. Get started. Great, perfect. No, I don't want to. Skip that. Get out of here, Verizon. I'm trying to give an example. Let's do mobile, perhaps. My Biz plan. Okay. I feel like I'm going in circles. Oh, here we go. I had to go to plans, My Biz. Anyway, you start with the base plan, and you've got to customize it. That means you're picking add-ons. 50 gigs of hotspot, $5 a month. 5G mobile network slice enhanced video calling, $5 a month extra. Premium network, this is priority data, $10 a month extra. You can get Google Workspace Business Standard included. You can get international for $10 a month. That's actually kind of nice. International long distance, $5 a month per region. Business Mobile Secure Plus, candidly, I have no idea what that is. Verizon Business Mobile Internet Security. Gonna be honest, also have no idea what that is. And then unlimited individual cloud storage. That is not bad at $10 a month, but then all your stuff is stuck on Verizon. Either way, you're gonna want to do the math out, okay? I feel like when I have done the math out before, it seems either the same price or perhaps more expensive to build a Verizon My Business plan with the same features and capabilities as some of the consumer plans, okay? Especially, look, like 50 gigabytes of mobile hotspot. It would take, let's actually do one right now. So premium network experience, $10 a month, and then 50 gigs of hotspot. Verizon's top tier unlimited ultimate plan comes with 200 gigs of hotspot. So we're gonna need $20 extra to match the hotspot, plus $10 extra for the premium network experience, okay? They also get the network slice. So we're at $35 extra to turn the My Biz plan into something comprehensible to Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. $35. That's going to make this a clean $100 a month, okay? And if we just pop over to personal and we pop over to mobile plans and we drop this down to one line, Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, $90. All right. I guess that's technically with auto pay, but it's still going to be $10 cheaper than what we just spec'd out with Verizon's My Biz plan. Plus, the consumer side, you've got this Unlimited Plus plan, which is a nice happy medium. Maybe you can customize a plan to meet your needs. Maybe My Biz is going to be a better option for you. I feel like from the times I've done it, it has not, and I would just encourage you to do the math out before you sign up for anything. And I hope that's helpful. Tommy's saying we saw them do the same promo last year. Was it also for unlimited welcome, though? That's my question. Yeah, it is crazy. Dang, AT Shields. I know a Verizon manager who has worked at Verizon for 16 years who's probably getting laid off. That's so sad. That's so unfortunate. How do you feel about T-Mobile forcing stores to make customers use the T-Life app for everything? That's a good question. I don't know. It sounds silly. I'm sure it's very annoying and frustrating for in-store employees. I guess the idea or the thinking might be that if we have employees teach customers how to use, this is almost diabolical. If they have T-Mobile employees teach customers, they handhold customers on how to use the T-Life app, then in the future, if the customer has an issue, they can just go to the T-Life app and get it resolved themselves. Now, this could potentially mean they're less likely to go to a T-Mobile store, which will give the reps fewer chances to possibly sell additional accessories, insurance plans, or anything like that. So, I mean, that's probably good for consumers because you save money, but I don't know. I think the T-Life app is okay. It doesn't feel, crazy fast or responsive, but yeah, I'm curious what other people think about it. Also, let me know if you guys have any other questions on the US Mobile promo or Red Pocket's new plans. Those are really the big topics today. And if you're just joining or joining late, I'll give you the quick snapshot. Right, US Mobile's deal, unlimited premium annual, $167 for your first year. Absolutely nuts. Have to use code BF67. Port-ins only. Network transfer is going to be disabled. Lightspeed network. T-Mobile coverage only. Okay. You can, however, get that multi-network add-on, 50% off. All customers, that'll make it $45. Insane. There's also offers on the Pixel 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. $349 for that Pixel 10 if you purchase a annual plan as a new customer, or if you've been an existing customer for over 3 months. Okay. And the same deal for the S25 Edge, $599. Available for new annual plans, existing customers who have been there for over 3 months, and then a little bit more expensive for everyone else. So there you go. I hope that is a quick recap. Let me know, if any more questions. Bill Castle, do you have an update on your Trump Mobile account? Bill, it turns out I do. And I should make a video about this. I did film the video, and the footage is sitting. I'm like, do I unplug the hard drive? No. Do I have another hard drive I can use? Oh, wait. I just love props. Also, I don't even know why I'm wearing headphones. At this point, I feel like it's for the look. There is literally no sound whatsoever coming out of these headphones. I have the footage sitting on my hard drive somewhere. Not this hard drive, another hard drive. But I should edit that because it's funny. The update for you, Bill Castle, here's the situation. I did rescue the phone number. It was a wild journey. I had to call one incredibly talented and kind agent in California who just saw the number floating out in space, and he went out, grabbed it, and then activated it on my device, and so we got it. I think it is, it's actually here somewhere. Yeah, this phone. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Cellular. We can turn this one off and pop it on. And then we'll try and get the camera to focus. It won't, but it'll think about it. Boom. I kicked on. Guys, we got it. Trump Mobile. The number was officially rescued, and it works. And the best part for me, I don't know what happened, but their billing system somehow broke or is not working. I have not been charged for the past 3 or 4 months now for that service. So I'm not saying anything, and I hope you guys don't either, but that is the update. I got the number back, and then they either stopped billing me or they ran into billing issues. So that is the situation. We have, hang on, Chris joining from Hawaii. Great to see you here. Unlimited premium Lightspeed. What would you do? Would you do a standalone or Apple Watch plan, or does it need a phone line? You can do a standalone watch plan. It doesn't necessarily need a voice line. I will say, Chris, I know we had talked. I tried to do this for you, and I have not yet been able to activate my watch line. Did I try really hard? Not really. I think, there's only so much you can do. Let me show you exactly what I mean, though, Chris. So, boom, here we go. This is my US Mobile account, all right, the test account. You can see I have Lightspeed, and then I added a standalone watch line on the Verizon network. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get this to activate on my Apple Watch. I don't know if it's because the watch line is it's like paired to a phone that is different, or if I set it up somehow, but I'm running into issues and I haven't been able to activate it. And the steps are literally turn off your watch and turn it back on. So I've done that like 3 times. Wait for it to connect. Didn't work. And then it says like set up for a family member. I actually unpaired my watch and tried to set it up for a family member, but unfortunately, I was not able to select myself as the family member. So I don't know exactly what steps I would need to do to get it to work, but unfortunately, this standalone watch line route has not worked for me yet so far. So if I feel like if you feel like getting a cellular watch is important, I would say either A, just get the screaming deal on Lightspeed and be okay if you don't have a watch line, or I think Metro by T-Mobile is your best option because they do support a watch. You can grab, it was like, 2 voice lines. This is super affordable, $65 a month for 2 unlimited plans. And then Metro does offer smartwatches and smartwatch lines. I was really hoping to see the smartwatch here, watch and tablet plans. Here we go. If you bring your own, so it'll be $10 a month on that cheapest plan. So $65, $75 for a watch line, or $85 for 2 watch lines. If you select a different tier Metro plan, then you can bring an Apple Watch and get it for $5, but that requires the $60 plan with autopay, so a little bit more expensive. Yeah, that's kind of what I would say. I can keep trying, or maybe you can chat with US Mobile to see what the deal is. But unfortunately for me, yeah, I've restarted my watch. I don't even know like where to look to try and grab it. When I previously did this and used it in a companion mode where the watch shares the same phone number as the phone, that worked almost immediately and was super easy. I just restarted it. The watch was like, yo, we got a SIM card. You want to install that? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. And then I installed the SIM card and was good to go. So unclear to me how come this isn't working yet, but I hope that's helpful. Boom. Alexander the tech guy. Oh, whoa, yeah, hang on, wait. Quick shout out. Walmart has an insane $280 deal for a new cellular Apple Watch Series 10. This is nuts. Let's see if we can find it. Can I just do Walmart Apple Watch Series 10? Bam. Oh yeah, we're cooking. Check this out. Boom. Apple Watch Series 10. GPS, Jet Black, Walmart. Hang on. I want to find the one that's also cellular, because that's what you were saying, right? Black Friday deal. GPS plus cellular. Look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. Did you see that? Let me do it again. $280 for GPS and cellular. If we just do GPS, also $280. You save $150. Cellular, same price. $280, but now you're saving $250. That is so good. That is such a good deal. Dang, that looks so nice too. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm closing the tab. There we go. All right. Thank you, No One Man, for that awesome deal. All right, Alexander the Tech Guy, we got some coverage to check if we go to coveragemap.com. And actually, we want to go to the map. By the way, we have a new Square system. All right. I don't know. Wait, have I signed in? Yeah, I'm signed in. So while you guys are here, Trevor, No One Man, has done an incredible job rebuilding the Square system for you guys. We have 3 key updates for the coverage map, okay? Update number 1, it now loads way faster and filters faster. I have over like 67,000 tests on my account or something nuts like that. It might even be more. If I go and show my tests only, bam, okay? Very fast. This legitimately used to take like 10 to 20 seconds before. Now it loads up super fast. I can go in. I can see all the roads I've driven on in Colorado, all the insane coverage I've mapped in Boulder and Denver and Longmont, right? Super nice. Everything loads super fast. Update number 2. When you click on a square, so we're viewing my tests only, if I click on a square, it will use only the data of your tests from that square, okay? So it's only going to show you data for that you've collected, which is awesome. Update number 3. Let me get out of here. Back. If you are someone who likes looking at the big picture, the big map, the entire US, we have brought back a requested square size, okay? And this is right before we get to that date filter. We brought back the 25 kilometer square size. So that is what you're seeing here, 25 kilometers, a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. The advantage to 25 kilometers, let me show you. You zoom in, you're looking at a city. I'll use Longmont as an example because I'm biased and I really like it. You're like, wow, this is a lot of data. And you have to like kind of click on each square to see what the speeds are like. You can, of course, let me see if I zoom in enough and you'll see all of those. And we'll actually turn off that ultra small one. But what if you just want like a report, like a general report? Like, sure, you could pay us, get the coverage report, and like click on it and like get a really cool report of your area. That's awesome, but it's also like $5 a month. And like, I guess I should be trying to sell you on that because we make money when you do that and we really appreciate it, but you don't have to, okay? The other great option is to find your location, simply go in here, scroll down, deselect square sizes until you get a really massive square. And now when you click on a square, you're getting the performance metrics in that whole area. And that is really nice. So the 25 kilometer squares are back. And let's actually add the normal squares back. We've added probably our most requested feature of all time. And I know Trevor put a ton of work into making this happen. This is huge. We have a date filter. That is right. This is a pro feature only. So shameless plug to get Coverage Map Pro. But you can go ahead and select a date range to see data that has been contributed to the map only in that date range. And this is absolutely nuts. You guys are going ham, adding a bunch of data. If we want to just see, let's do, so as present, and let's say 2025 Q3 to present, okay? This is what everyone has contributed Q3 of this year to today. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's go ahead and go back out. 04769, where are we going? 04769. We're going to main. Oh, this is all. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Wait, Alexander the Tech Guy. I remember this on the podcast. I was like, oh man, if someone wants to go up here and like check it out. And it was like one cell tower in the town, right? Oh my, this is so sick. All right, let's go to AT&T and let's go ahead carrier. What are we looking at? And we got to make the squares a little bit bigger. So here's the thing, like the small squares, they're great, but they're also like really small. So let's boop. I think we have to do that again. I must have messed something up. There we go. 1 kilometer. This is much bigger, much nicer. Look at that. So I think the tower is in this town, if I remember right. And it kind of like fades away. What were the speeds? 43, 115. Okay, nothing crazy. T-Mobile. Whoa. Much faster, much faster. And it looks like they have T-Mobile's another tower, perhaps in Mapleton. Verizon? Look at that. Oh. So good. So cool to see. I love that. Oh, look at all that coverage reported. That is so awesome. And again, we can just do that color profile best. Fastest speeds. Looks like T-Mobile. T-Mobile and Verizon. And if we hop over to the signal strength, we'll see, okay, this is where the tower is, kind of up here. This is T-Mobile. And it does look like there's one over here that you were probably picking up in Mapleton as you were driving towards that. Verizon, a couple in town. Surprise performance wasn't as good, though. And then kind of, again, one over there. And then AT&T. Yeah, just one in town. That's awesome. That's so cool to see. Alexander, thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, we've got the Chaz coming in with a super chat. The Chaz, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I am considering the Visible Black Friday deal. My current US Mobile plans Multi-network coverage feels unreliable. Will US Mobile offer a better deal, or should I switch to Visible? The Chaz, we've covered the best deals US Mobile will be offering this year. Okay, it sounds like if you're interested in Visible coverage, it might be worth switching, going to be honest with you. So US Mobile's Black Friday deal that we covered already, this is for that Lightspeed network, $167 for the year. That's going to be T-Mobile coverage. Doesn't sound like what you're looking for. US Mobile's current deals are the best offers they have on their other networks, okay? So unlimited starter, $16.60 a month. This is going to be great on AT&T. You could also get this on Verizon or T-Mobile as well. And then unlimited premium, all networks, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. So it kind of depends. In terms of priority, US Mobile Unlimited Premium does give you priority data on the Verizon network, so it would be the same as Visible. But if you feel you aren't getting the multi-network coverage that you want or the performance that you want, yeah, it might just be worth it. Because Visible is going to be the best value unlimited plan on the Verizon network. You are not going to find a better deal than the Visible Plus Pro promo. I don't even see... How is that not advertised? That is nuts. Are they not promoting it as much? This is the best one. Okay? Save $225 a year on Visible Plus Pro. Visible's best plan. Black Friday 50. What makes this plan great? Well, it's simply the best. Has all the features. All the features, okay? This is the deal right here. Visible Plus Pro annual. Normally $38, $37.50 per month upfront for a year. That's the $450. With that promo code, you're getting it for $18.75 a month for your first year. Insane. Unlimited high-speed data. This is priority data. QCI 8 on the Verizon network. Exact same network priority as Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. You are getting unlimited hotspot data at 15 megabits per second. Huge. You're getting full 4K video streaming anytime you're on Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband. It's uncapped, unthrottled video. Anytime you're not on 5G UW, you are getting 1080p video streaming. Still excellent. That's about 8 megabits per second. Awesome. You're getting an Apple Watch line, Samsung Watch line, or Pixel Watch line included for free. Okay, free watch line. Free international texting, 500 minutes to over 85 countries. Unlimited talk, text, and 2 gigs per day in Canada and Mexico. Unlimited talk, text, and 2 gigs per day for 24 free days per year. With the annual version, you also get these days upfront. You can use them immediately. You can use them however you like. 24 free international days. All of that, $18 a month. Unbeatable. So yeah, it could be worth it. It just depends what network is best in your area. And it could be worth checking. I mean, see what performance is like, right? You hit up coveragemap.com. I'll throw a link in the chat, by the way, to coveragemap.com if you want to check it out. And Tommy, appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyway, yeah, check coverage. Do your zip code. Where should we go? Maybe like, how about Austin, Texas? Austin County, Austin, Travis County, Texas. I guess we'll do this one. See what's cooking. Well, they're blanketed in coverage, that's for sure. 100% coverage across the board. AT&T, 99.4 megabits per second. T-Mobile, 294.7. Verizon, 121. I'd probably lean a little bit more towards T-Mobile in this example, but that's the point. All right. Check coverage, see what's best, and hopefully pick a plan that's great. Also, we got Big Tank sending a super chat. Big Tank, I appreciate you. I must have missed it. That's on me. Here we go. Big Tank got an iPhone 17 unlocked on Apple using your trick. That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Hopefully you enjoy your brand new iPhone 17. It is, hang on one second. I'm the prop guy. It is a fantastic phone. I'm just kidding. This is the old iPhone 16. I know someone was going to call me out on that, but still a great phone. Still great phone. Yeah, so Big Tank, happy that worked for you. If you guys are curious, I made a full video on it, I think. Actually, no, I just did the pro ones. The baseline one was only if you tuned in live. I think you got that. We've got the Chaz. I'm from LA. What is best? The Chaz. Let's help you out. Let's figure it out for you. It will kind of depend. You can do zip code as well, but let's just do Los Angeles, California. Boom. Los Angeles, California. So, looks like 100% coverage across the board. T-Mobile, fastest speeds, 211.9 megabits per second down. Insane. Verizon, 131.9 megabits per second down. Pretty good. AT&T, 98.3 megabits per second. Honestly, still really good, but not as impressive as T-Mobile. Of course, this doesn't tell the full story. Let's go ahead and scroll down. See these good, great, and poor coverage percentages. Yeah, they all look awesome. They all look awesome. Let's check upload speeds. Ooh, T-Mobile, ripping fast upload. Verizon and AT&T, honestly, very close behind. Dish, man, pour one out for Dish. That's what I'll say. Leaning towards T-Mobile in the Los Angeles area, okay? Let's go ahead. Let's launch that map, and let's go to Los Angeles, California. Let's see what's popping here. It's probably going to be great, blanketed. You're going to probably want to check. Oh, yeah, look at this. The whole area is just covered. Covered. Sells for days. If we do pop into the crowdsourced speed test map, you can see Verizon is getting the best performance. Looks like they may have some millimeter wave sites deployed. Very, very fast. Let's just do one at a time. T-Mobile, and we'll do heat map maybe. Yeah, I mean, crazy fast speeds on T-Mobile. Looks really good. I think they're all going to be great. Verizon, also awesome. AT&T, also awesome, but just a little bit less awesome. Yeah. I don't think you can go wrong. I'd probably lean towards T-Mobile, or if there's like a certain spot of town you visit. And this map does get very granular. I zoomed out a little bit so that, you know, when I was on stream, it aggregated the data up a little bit. But you can get crazy granular. Like 0.1 is like nuts how small it is. So, yeah, worth checking out. Worth checking out for sure is what I would say. Probably can't go wrong, though. You're in a pretty big city. Ho-ho. The ruse. 77.1. The 167 deal on US Mobile. Is it for one line or how many lines? I believe it's for however many new lines you want to add. I don't think they put a limit on that. Lightspeed only. Yeah, I'm just checking out. As long as you are porting in phone numbers, I think you can just do as many lines as you want. We'll find out on Friday. I'm pretty sure you can just do as many lines as you want. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I poured them in and go for it. It's nuts. That is nuts. I'm like shaking. You guys are hopefully happy you had your socks. Were they knocked off? LynchNet, love US Mobile network switch option. We get coverage everywhere. Yeah, it's so good. And with their upcoming promo, right? If every customer, I might actually grab this for myself. 50% off, right? $45, and then you get another network. That's so worth it. That is so worth it. Gabriel, man, Stetson, do you think running terabytes of speed tests on T-Mobile Experience More is fine? Yeah, I think the postpaid carriers they will tolerate higher usage. It's unclear when they will get, a little sus and perhaps reach out, but I don't think they're gonna like immediately cut your service. Like worst case scenario in my mind is they will reach out and ask you to stop using that much data. I think I've seen people use between 1 and 2 terabytes, totally fine. I think if you're pushing 5 or 6, that might be a little bit more of a red flag. But yeah, you're going to be fine, I think. I wouldn't break a sweat until probably 5 terabytes. And then I just start sweating profusely. And that would be my only approach. Mussy, fantastic question. Any updates in your Epic modem comparison with all those iPhones? The update is that I'm sad to say there are no updates. I am stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm not going to say that. The next part of the project is testing AT&T. My enthusiasm for testing AT&T, it's low. It's low. The fastest AT&T site is in Boulder. So that would require waking up early, driving to Boulder, and then testing. And now it's getting colder and it's dark outside. Enthusiasm is a little bit low. But we got to do the low coverage tests. But we got to do it. We got to make it happen. So I'll keep working on it. No updates outside of that. Jay Haas, 360. Stetson, can you explain the reliability scores on coverage map? Yeah, I think Trevor probably could even do a better job, but I will try my best because we have included little details about exactly what they mean, and so I can give you the DL on what those mean. So we have our scores in these cards, right? We present the 3 pieces of information we think are most helpful for most people. That includes the total coverage percentage, the median download speed from our calculated crowdsourced data, and we have a calculated reliability score. Our goal for the reliability score is kind of like, how often are you likely to have a usable connection on this carrier when you're out and about? We have a little button here. What do these numbers mean? Reliability score. So this is a score from 0 to 10. And the goal is to estimate how likely you will have a usable connection in areas where you have service. How do we calculate it? We calculate the reliability score by looking at the bottom 10%, 5%, and 1% of speed tests in a given area. We weigh the download speeds at 50% of the score and upload speeds at 20% of the score. And then latency performance makes up that final 30% of the score. So it is possible. You could be looking at the coverage map and a carrier could have awesome speeds everywhere. But if you were to pop over to latency, for example, and you look at average latency, maybe some areas get really high latency. Or maybe the upload speeds are really slow. And this is kind of factoring into that score. Like even if you have a usable download connection, maybe your upload performance, right? Here's one, 171 megabits per second down, totally usable for download. Upload 0.4 megabits per second. You'd be struggling. You probably wouldn't even be able to make a FaceTime call with that, right? So that is how we are calculating our reliability score and the metrics we're using and what the goal of that score is. So I hope that's helpful. We've got Alvar Pin 9. What happened if I'm on Visible already? How can I get that deal? Unfortunately, the deals we covered were for new customers only. That unfortunately means you're not going to be eligible. The good news, though, is you have likely saved a whole bunch of money already by being a Visible customer. So that's kind of the deal with prepaid, right? You switch, and when you switch to prepaid, you get an awesome deal, and then you just ride out the savings, right? Or you could switch carriers if you wanted to. I don't think it's worth the hassle. I'm happy paying $25 a month for US Mobile, but yeah, I hope that helps answer the question. And yeah, Trevor's chiming in. The goal is to answer the common criticism. You don't remember the 98% of the time you have solid connection. You remember the 2% of areas that suck. That is so true. It's so true. Even here in Longmont, I know the areas that have really poor coverage, like the back of my hand. Stetson, if I run a speed test on a VPN while on cellular, will it upload to the map? Will T-Mobile raise a flag to a lot of VPN data? Does VPN speed testing cause false numbers? And should I do it? So when you run a test through a VPN, a virtual private network, it is going through the VPN servers. And unfortunately, that means we are not able to tell the underlying cellular network. I don't think. Trevor, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't think, because we're using the IP address. And basically, like if you run a test on a cellular network, it'll give us an IP address of that network. So Gabriel, it sounds like you're on T-Mobile. We would see a T-Mobile IP address. Let's say you turn on a VPN, your virtual private network. All of a sudden, all of your traffic is getting routed through this VPN. And instead of seeing T-Mobile as the provider, as when we see the, I forget what it's called, instead of seeing T-Mobile It was the IP address. Thank you. Thank you, me. We would see the IP of the VPN. Let's say it's Surfshark or something, or whatever data hosting they're using. Like, we would see something that is not the network. And so we wouldn't really know the underlying network, and we might not be able to map that test. Does it cause false numbers? I would say from my testing, service through VPNs is a little bit slower than the native network. Probably around 20 to 30% slower, I think. Potentially more. Really depends on the VPN and the setup. Should you do it? I probably wouldn't. Personally, I'd probably just do the raw network there. And we have the answer from Trevor. VPN tests do not get mapped. Hopefully somewhat similar to the reason I explained. Stetson 67 Discord gif. We've got S Good Hugh. Zip code 42566. What carrier is best? Let's find out. Bam. Let's zoom out here and close that. Coverage search. Zip code 42566. Where are we going? Kentucky. Wow. All right. Whoa. Oh, wow. Guys, look at this. This is wild. This is rare. This is rare. I think of all the live streams I've done, we have yet to see this. In this zip code, Kentucky. It sounds like pretty rural. All right, I'm excited to see the map and what we've got cooking. AT&T coverage, 61.9%. T-Mobile, a measly 19.8%. Verizon, 64.6%. Median download speed, 2.1 megabits per second. Reliability, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10. This is crazy. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the coverage breakdown here. All right. Whoa. Oof. So even though Verizon and AT&T are advertising over 60% coverage, AT&T 2.7% good, 59.2% poor. T-Mobile surprisingly has the most good coverage and then a little bit of poor coverage, but the least amount overall. Verizon, 1% good, 63.6% poor. Unreal. All right, we got to see the map. We got to see the map. We've got to be in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. Or perhaps not the middle of nowhere, but a very rural part. 42566. Yosemite, Kentucky. All right, we're zooming in. We're zooming in. Wow, look at this. Absolutely no crowdsourced data. All. This is all we got. Wow. All right. The answer is in the signal strength. Oof. Not even a tower. Yeah, it looks like Liberty is where the tower is. This is AT&T. T-Mobile. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Absolutely. This is like a T-Mobile desert. S Good Hugh. If you wanted to test how far cell towers reached, you would be in a great area to do that, my friend. You would be in a great area to do that. Verizon. Looks like it's a little bit less bad. A little bit less bad. Hey, it looks like you're kind of between like sort of two, I'm not going to say major highways, but two highways where the carriers built out a lot of towers. And you're just like getting the scraps. Anything possible that'll make it over there. Based on this data, I think I would lean a little bit more towards Verizon. Okay. AT&T could be a great option. Hard to tell. T-Mobile, less likely to be a good option, but sometimes the maps, like they could just be underestimating their propagation characteristics, and you could actually get something reasonable. If you wanted to help out people in your area, you could consider running tests on the crowdsourced speed test map. Not only will you map areas with coverage, but you can see here, these black squares, these are areas with confirmed no coverage. And so you can map out where the carriers do not offer service. And that is also very helpful to know. So I would encourage you to consider downloading. Here, we've got I'll give a promo. Consider downloading the free Coverage Map app, okay? And check it out, run a test, contribute to the fastest growing network. Call me Nebo. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. Best coverage for zip code 10013. Where are we going? Where is this? If we're in the ones, I feel like East Coast, maybe not. Florida? I'm so bad. Maybe I'll get better with zip codes. At one point, it'll be a flex. All right, let's just open up a new tab. Again, that's how I operate. 10013. We are going to New York. Wow, that was so off. Blanketed. You're in your little network blanket over there. Call me Nino. So good. 100% coverage across the board. T-Mobile with the fastest median download, 184. Verizon, 103.7. AT&T, 100.2. T-Mobile, best reliability. If we check that coverage breakdown, I mean, just great coverage across the board. Phenomenal. If we go to the map, we'll pop this in. 10013. This is probably insanely mapped out too. Yeah, I mean, this is proper New York City. I mean, you can almost use the smallest square sizes now to actually get some helpful data. Yeah, AT&T is going to be ripping fast. T-Mobile is going to be ripping fast. Absolutely. We're actually looking at upload. So let's do download. Look at that. So this is average, best. Yeah, crazy fast. AT&T also crazy fast. And Verizon, absurdly fast. I think all will be great. I was recently in New York. I was using Verizon. I thought it was fine. I'm sure the other networks are excellent as well. 4-hour zip code stream. I don't think I want to do that tonight. I appreciate it though. Oh man, for zip codes, it's like drawing the letter W from right to left, starting from 0000 to 99999. So that's how we get. So New York was like, boom, we're coming down that East Coast, and then I guess we go up, and then we go down, and then we go back up again. That's funny. I wonder how they came up with that, because I knew it went from east to west because that's kind of how we settled the U.S. You know, as I'm saying that, you're watching, so it'd be your East Coast is over here, right? You know, you look at the map, so you have Massachusetts like flexing, and it's over here somewhere, east, so west. That's what it looked like. Yeah, I guess that's how we settled. I don't know. That's funny. I like that fact. On US map. Tommy's like, we're trading you for a 24-hour stream. So every live stream, it's 1 hour longer than the previous live stream. All right, we've got another super chat. Amphion ELC, what carrier needs the most work in 50315/20? Let's find out. Bam. 5315. Oh, wait, that was it. Des Moines, Iowa. Iowa's a great state. Great state. All right, it looks like, I mean, if we zoom in far enough, everyone needs work, right? It's like, oh, there's so few data points. But, oh, man, it's so cool. All right. Looks like Verizon's got some decent coverage in this area. Some decent mapping has been done. If we pop over to AT&T, also some decent work. You know, zoom in, it's a little bit more sparse. I would say, hang on, zoomed in. It's just different. T-Mobile, they all need work. That's what I would say. They all need work. I don't think you can go wrong. Whatever carrier you have, if you want to run tests, it would help everyone out. Yeah, that's tricky. They could all use some love. I mean, if we, hang on, let me zoom in a little bit. We'll do here. And just kind of, so Verizon, AT&T, maybe, Verizon's kind of all over the place. I don't feel like it's chunked very well. T-Mobile seems like it has some really good chunks, so respect to that. And then AT&T, it's got some okay chunks. I would say maybe AT&T. Between the three, AT&T. Oh, you get so many points on that leaderboard. Look at all these, like, I'm imagining somewhat dirt roads in a perfect grid. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie, I have driven on some very sketchy roads mapping cell coverage, okay? It's crazy. Sunkissed, my PC is lagging. My PC is no longer lagging because, thanks to friend of the podcast, Dennis, I've built an all-new PC. I'm tapping it right here on the floor, but of course you can't see that. Do I hold it up? It's kind of heavy. We'll give it a whirl. Oh, we're not gonna give it a whirl. It's substantially more heavy than I thought, but it's a beast of a PC. It has, I don't know, the new 5080 Ti in it. It's great. I'm excited. I'm gonna try gaming on cellular. That's the move. AT Shields, how does it feel being off the Minternet? It is noticeably better. Here's a situation with Minternet and any fixed wireless 5G home internet product. It is not necessarily the cellular connection to the backhaul, okay? That causes its own issues, that's sure. You'll get the fluctuations throughout the day. You'll have some issues on video calls, whatever. I had that. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Maybe depends probably how much you're doing video calls. The real issue for me was the lack of Wi-Fi performance throughout the rest of my house. When you have the 5G home internet gateway set up, you'll get great coverage like in this room. In some neighboring rooms, I think directly below is okay. But like in my bedroom, the speeds were slow to the point where sometimes my phone just wouldn't connect. And my cellular doorbell, I have a Google Nest doorbell, that was just offline for the entire week. She was like, nope, internet is just off. I'm not here. I'm not hearing it. So what I need to do is effectively configure the gateway to create the network and then see if I can use another device to extend the network. And I think that's what I need to do because, that was the worst part for me. It's just like how slow it got. Like, not only are you dealing with the slightly slower speeds of the cellular network, and it's still really fast, right? I'll get like 600, 800 megabits per second, but the drop off is almost exponential as you get farther away from that cellular gateway. And for me, the performance just like was not good. Yo, Benjamin, what is up? Hope you're doing well. Will the PC be able to handle another webcam than Logitech? Yes. I actually think, wait, hang on. Do I try it? If I break this, yes. Okay, hang on. Hold up, hold your horses. I think the issue is the camera had overheated. So let me just try something very bold. Immediately turns off the camera. Nice. Bam. Oh, no, it's instantly lagging. What is going on? Is it StreamYard? Horrible. Bam. We're back. I don't know this camera is just made for StreamYard. Yeah, no, it's beefy. It's beefy. I mean, Dennis was like, yo, you just need to get the best of the best. And I took his advice. We did not hold back here. The PC is unreasonably good. It is a 50. I just built it. The floor is a mess. I misspoke. This is it. This is it because this is what I could get with next day shipping with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. The GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. You might be wondering, what is the processor? That's a great question. We went with an AMD build. It is this guy. The AMD Ryzen, what does it say? 9000 series processor. Does it give any more details than that? Here we go. AMD Ryzen, the 99950X3D. Is that good? Hopefully Dennis didn't steer me wrong. 16 core, 32 threads, 104 megabytes of cache, unlocked. I didn't know processors could be locked, but there you go. I agree, potato. Never use the built-in gateway. My question for you: what gateway would you recommend? Yeah, gateway to your own router, mesh system, whatever you want. I use the gateway Wi-Fi. I think that's what I need to do. I think that is what I need to do. I wonder how I can set that up. Maybe I can buy an access point or something. I'm just thinking using my Ubiquiti stuff because I have a Express 7. And I think the problem is that you have to, or you want to turn off the gateway's Wi-Fi, but on Mint, that option is not readily available. So I think I need to do some digging. Did you build it just for games, or is it going to replace some things you did in your Mac? It is just for gaming. I do not see myself putting in a lot of time on that, but I also didn't have any other, like I have an Xbox here. Here were the options for testing gaming on cellular. I had my... Here, I can... RIP. I'm sure this is like, you're not supposed to do this. This was my old PC, okay? 8 gigs of RAM. This is it, all 8 gigs. Corsair DDR3, 1600 megahertz. It had an Intel processor. I couldn't for the life of me tell you what kind of processor. I looked at it, actually I took a picture of it so I can go from that. But this was it. And we had the GeForce GTX 760 graphics card. And let's just say this was fine in 2012 when I built it. It ran like a half-baked potato here in 2025 when I was trying to play a basic game with my friends, and it was awful. It was not a good experience. So the new PC will fix that, I think. And yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal of the PC. Run some games, test out the performance. And so I guess gaming PC was one option, that old one that I just showed you. And I have an Xbox 360 sitting in my closet. So I could have used that as well. But I was like, we got to do something different. I was originally thinking finding a used Xbox on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. But then it's like, well, that's only for gaming, would only work on the TV. And then you wouldn't be able to get cool metrics and stuff. So I thought the PC was the route. And then I can also use Windows and have something that actually runs Windows 11. And when I need to like root my phones or use a Windows operating system, I've got something for that. So that was the move. You should get 128 gigs of RAM for all your tabs. Yeah, it's nuts. Run Ethernet to your Express 7. Yeah, I've got to think. So the setup is, I'll give you the fiber setup. Fiber comes into the bedroom, goes into the, what would you call that? The little box that converts the fiber optic cable to the Ethernet cable, that box. Ethernet cable goes out of my bedroom, into the closet, through a hole I drilled down into my garage. Into the garage, into the Express 7 gateway. The Express 7 makes the Wi-Fi bubble in the garage, also is a cable that goes into an unmanaged switch. Unmanaged switch has cables that route to all of the rooms in the house with Ethernet. It kind of looks like that, but it's actually over there, so you can't see it. This room's got one. Guest room has one. Bedroom has one. Downstairs has one. The kitchen has one for some reason. That's the current setup. T-Mobile home internet. I think, I could be mistaken on this, but I think I can get the T-Mobile gateway set up here in the window. That's the window. Can you see that? No. Get the gateway set up here. And then I think I can run a wire to the Ethernet port in the wall, which will go to the unmanaged switch, which will then go to the Express 7 gateway in the garage. And I think that would work. Correct me if I'm mistaken on that. But that would theoretically provide the same Wi-Fi coverage. I would want to turn off the Wi-Fi from the router itself and just make it pass through. I don't know if that's the right word, but make it pass through, and then yeah, that would theoretically work, I think. Trevor, that's like the best AMD consumer CPU out there right now. LOL, not cheap. It was not cheap. I think the setup was like $2,000 for upgrading. But I already had the PC case and I have some monitors, so it wasn't that bad. And this is like literally probably a 10-year purchase because the last time I built a PC was in 2012. So we're set here. We are set. Great processor, really good. Flagship, all right. Sweet. Max, you know it. I got it at Micro Center. They were offering a promotion. It was like $200 off or something, so it was really good. It was really good. I will always live by once you go Mac, you never go back. Yeah, unfortunately for gaming, PC is kind of where it's at, but I think for general productivity, I am definitely in the Mac camp. But I just grew up with Mac and I'm totally biased. What was the total cost? It was, I think I actually have this somewhere. But maybe not. It was around $2,116. I think, hang on 1 second. Yeah, I also edit on Mac. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. For your new gaming PC, yeah, I think it was 2,116. All right, if I just pop in here. That's close, but wasn't quite right. I wish I actually listed out all the components somewhere. Well, I think I have the Micro Center order or the Micro Center build. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Nope, that didn't work. Huh. That also didn't work. All right. I will have to get back to you, but it was like $2,116. Something very close to that. StreamYard, there we go. Oh my God, RAM is insane right now. Yeah, Max, this is not the time to build a PC. It was nuts. I was like, oh, I'll just get RAM. The funny thing is, we started out with like a base build, and it got to the point where I was like, I ordered everything. I was getting ready to build it. I just needed to buy RAM. And the RAM that I would have had to have gotten for the previous setup was $370 for 32 gigs of RAM. Okay. And so with the new build, so Micro Center was offering a deal on the motherboard processor. And that's why we went all out with the processor. A deal on that allowed me to get RAM that was only $200. So the combination of the discount on the CPU and the motherboard with the cheaper RAM made it just a great overall package. And it was only like $200 more than the previous build in the end, and worked out really well. So I'm stoked about it. Hey, Stetson, what would you recommend for doing a lot of speed tests on the AT&T network? If you want to do speed tests on AT&T, I think your number one option is just going to be Cricket's $25 unlimited plan. Super easy plan. It's if you can pay annually, of course. But, oops, Cricket. What is that? Cricket. So Cricket unlimited annual, $25 a month, $300 up front for your year, tax included. This is just going to give you unlimited high-speed data on AT&T. Perfect for running speed tests and getting the job done. Wait, Trevor, this is so funny. The cheapest way to get RAM is through Apple. Who would have guessed? That is actually crazy, right? Because the good news with Apple, yes, their prices are expensive, but they were already expensive. And so the upgrade is like, it's not changing. Whereas you go out on the marketplace, you try to buy RAM, it's like awful out there. RAM prices are through the roof. It's like more expensive than printer ink It's insane. It is soldered in. Yeah, it's definitely got some downsides, but yeah. All right, Nav95 SRD. Hey Stetson, what is the best plan for $20? I actually just sent out an email about this today. Look, you've got 3 options. And I think I can just pull up my YouTube video because I think this is really the deal, the bee's knees. Let me pull it up. Ma'am. Where is it? Wow. I've made a lot of videos, that's for sure. I like how I'm on my little page right now. I like how it says live. This is like Inception. Oh, wow, he's live. Do I watch my live on my live? Does that double view? Oh, look, there I am. Wow. Oh, my God. It's like Inception now. That's crazy. Oh, my God. There I am again. Oh, my God. Sorry. I had way too much fun with that. To answer your actual question, if we go to videos here, best $20 under unlimited plans. Oh, what happened to my camera? Look, Logitech, we gotta. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Every once in a while, you gotta reset your settings. Diabolical. There we go. Fix the hair. No joke. I think every video I make, it's like 20 minutes of me fixing my hair, and then I actually start recording. That's an exaggeration, but sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Answer your question. 3 awesome plans. There's this guy, he talks about it. And let's just skip me rambling and get to the actual plans. Boom. These are your options. Insane. This is actually a perfect frame. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Dark Star Annual. Annual plan comes out to $16.60 a month. Taxes and fees included. Unlimited high speed, deprioritized. I believe it's actually up to 4K streaming on AT&T. I should probably check that. Great plan if you want AT&T coverage. If you want T-Mobile coverage, I mean, today, right now, it's Mint's unlimited annual plan, $17.31 a month, unlimited high speed, deprioritized, 10 gigs of hotspot, 480p streaming. This is awesome. But on Black Friday, we covered this earlier in the stream, US Mobile is launching their unlimited premium annual plan promotion, 24 hours only on Black Friday. You can get their plan for $167 upfront for the year. You have to use code BF67 or BF67 or whatever, however you say that. If we do the math here, we've done it a couple times, but I can't remember because 167 divided by 12 is $13.92 per month. Unreal. And that will be your new best option once that goes live on Friday. And if you want Verizon coverage, you're looking at, Visible Plus Pro Annual. This is using code Black Friday 50% off the Visible Plus Pro Annual plan for your first year, $18.75 a month, taxes and fees included, unlimited high-speed data. This is priority data, same exact network experience as Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second, and full 4K video streaming. So an awesome plan. And yeah, that's it. Those are the best options for $20, I think. Let me see if I'm missing any. I use my handy dandy website here. One line, all coverage, all carriers. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, let's just say, let's just say data, maybe 30 gigs unlimited, and then price $20. What do we got? Hit me. I guess these are slightly over $20. Let's do $15. Why is this? Why? All right, reset. Well, let's just do price. 20. Oh, hang on, wait. Lines, one line. There we go. Bam. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Red Pocket's now 20 gigs, so that'll be really good. And I think it's priority, so that's a plus. Yeah, that's what we got. Boom. Huge W for embracing the 6-7 mean. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, really, it's US Mobile. They went all out with that. They were like, this is it. This is the 6-7 meme. $167 and BF 67. That's how you get it. That's how you get it. Boom. LynchNet. Yeah, US Mobile, crazy deal. That's what I covered at the start of this live stream. I'll just give you the super abridged version. 4 deals on Black Friday. Deal number 1, the unlimited premium annual light speed plan will be available for $167. How do you get this? You have to sign up for the annual plan with code BF67. You have to port in a phone number, and it's going to be only on that Lightspeed network. And as you can see here, network transfers will be disabled, so it is Lightspeed only. Second, if you needed additional coverage, the second promo actually will stack multi-network annual add-on, 50% off. That means it's $45. All customers can get this. Wait, hang on. This is actually insane. All clear. $167 for the plan, plus $45 for the 50% off add-on, $212. Divide that by 12 months. $17.67. Guys, you can get US Mobile's unlimited premium plan and the multi-network add-on for just $17.67. That is so good. That is less than what all the other carriers are offering right now. The 2 other promotions are you can get a Google Pixel 10 for as low as $349. New customers who purchase an annual plan, existing customers who have been there for 3 or more months, otherwise more expensive. Galaxy S25 Edge for $600, let's call that. New customers who purchase an annual plan and existing customers who have been there for 3 or more months. And I believe the Google Pixel 10 promo and the S25 Edge promo will stack with that unlimited premium annual plan promotion. So you can get a year of service and an insane phone deal and be good to go. All right, we got 2 more super chats coming in. Use the Hint control app if you want to disable the Wi-Fi on the T-Mobile gateway. I'm using a Glint Flint 2 router for my T-Mobile gateway. Whoa. I'll write that down right now. Let's put this over here. The Hint control app. Hint control app done. And we have the Glint Flint 2. Router. Done. Noted. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. User VX7DZ8QV6F. You thought I wasn't going to say your name. I got you. I got you. The Ruse 7071. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. It says $167 a line. So does that mean each line does the... Yeah, 100%. So for the promo, it is $167 per line. So that's the promo. Yeah. If you want to get multiple lines, then it'll be $167 per line that you want to put on this plan. I hope that makes sense. And if you don't want Lightspeed coverage, you can just do one of the other deals, and those are currently going on right now. So these are the other. If you want Verizon or AT&T coverage, take advantage of these promotions that US Mobile has going on right now. S25 Edge is a great phone, way better than the iPhone Air. I can't disagree. I think it has two cameras, right? It's a fantastic phone. It is basically the same gateway. Yeah, the speakers are pathetic. Have I used them? No, but it is pathetic. Two cameras and two speakers, Samsung flexing. Oh man, do I get one? Wait a minute. If I'm thinking of getting one, this is like the perfect time. What am I going to find? A Galaxy S25 Edge for $600. I don't need to spend $600 on that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That would be irresponsible. Someone who prides himself in saving money. Helping people save money, spending money, but I would be saving money. No, I'm kidding. Get out of here. It does look really cool. Oh yeah, device locking. Great question. Samarth, sorry, I read that too fast. Samarth Patil. 2120. Is the Pixel 10 networked locked? Yes. Both the Google Pixel 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge are locked to US Mobile for your first 60 days. Now, they'll still work with the multi-network add-on. Everything will still be good, but they are network locked for your first 60 days. Do it, do it. Tommy, I appreciate you. I don't need that right now. All Wisconsin speed tests. Do you know if US Mobile offers any decent deals on Pixel? Oh my God, that's funny. I was like, why did my camera shake? It's because I kicked the wire with my foot. Debating on buying one next year. I have no idea. Here, look. I'll give you a sneak preview. I don't even know if they want me sharing this. The promo says that this is going on literally until they sell out. So my guess is that maybe they get new stock in and then the new stock will be on sale, but maybe not. Maybe they do this run on sale and then it's kind of back to full price. And the Pixel typically comes out in the fall, although I guess the budget, like the A series, is kind of earlier in the year. Here's what I would say. Don't buy a phone if you don't need it. When you're ready for a phone, then see what the best deal is. That's what I think. And because it is a Pixel device, they drop in value so fast, okay? And they're only going to get cheaper. We'll check out here. I want to check out two places. One site, Back Market. They sell gently used phones and devices. Let's see if we go for a Pixel 10. We can get a Pixel 10 unlocked and good condition, already starting at $578. Excellent, $590. Okay, I wish they actually showed a Pixel here instead of the Samsung phone, but already very reasonable discount. Okay, if we wanted to, we could check out Swappa, and we do Pixel 10. And already these are going for somewhat similar, $555, $526. That's just unreasonably low. From Caleb. Caleb giving away a Pixel. This is like so good. And you get a case? Guys, shout out to Caleb. Jeez. Okay. And it's got a screen protector pre-applied. Say less. I have to say the black does look really nice. I got Moonstone. I'm not going to say I regret it, but this is what it looks like with the case on. It's okay. The black is just, it's so boring, but it's so nice. The Moonstone without a case, I think looks a little bit better, but I don't know. I'm over it. I think I like black. I just like the classics. I like the classics. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, I love my Moonstone. The Moonstone looks better. The Moonstone cases do look like trash. I agree. I kind of regret this. This does look pretty good. It's like a nice soft gray. Man, throwback to when I thought I was going to switch to Pixel. Anyway. Tyler Forte. What is US Mobile's Black Friday deal? I missed it. Oh, man, at this point, I mean, I've covered it so many times. Here. Tyler, get ready to take a screenshot or take a picture of the screen with your phone or watch the replay. But here we go. We're going to throw it on screen in just a second. Ready? Bam. This is it. We'll leave it on there for you. Take a picture, take a screenshot. Let me keep answering questions. Moonstone and Porcelain are the best Pixel colors. Respect it. I got a black one from US Mobile since the only one they had. Then I saw the blue one at Best Buy and really wish I could have gotten that. Yeah, the blue regular Pixel 10 did look really nice. It did look really nice. Outside my videos, I map on coverage map. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Actually, decent prices I may buy unlocked. Yeah, definitely the way to do it. I think I'm going to do Pixel 9s when I do my priority testing. Although I've got to do this like cellular modem testing first because your boy is behind. Yeah, we have been seeing promos on the base Pixel 10. I think Google's just gunning for market share now. And the crazy thing is who's buying Pixels and switching to Pixels? It's actually iPhone users. So most Pixel buyers are iPhone users. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. US Mobile is the best in affordable wireless. Yeah, it is. What's more important, more coverage or higher download speeds? More coverage. If you can't make a phone call, you don't even have service, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's always coverage. Always coverage. All right, Alexander, the tech guy, thank you so much for testing in Aroostook County, Maine. I appreciate you. You are awesome. I think we'll probably wrap up here pretty soon because we covered everything I wanted to cover. And I'm not going to lie, I really want to watch another episode of Stranger Things before I go to bed tonight. So I kind of might do that. Let's answer a couple more questions, do 4 more minutes. And then, yeah, I'm 100% going to watch Stranger Things and then pass out. How do you make the question timestamp so quickly in the comments at the end of the stream? Relentless. I have an answer for you. Well, 2 answers. Number 1, I tried using AI. It did an okay job and then a horrible job. And then one time someone said the timestamps were off, and so I stopped. And so the answer is I literally end the stream. I rewatch the stream at 4x speed, and I will use the keyboard shortcuts. So on YouTube, when you're watching a video, you can use the, I think it's the J and K? No, it is like, I think it's L and J. I don't even remember. I just use them. Anyway, you can use those keys to jump forward 10 seconds. And so I'm at 4x speed. I'm jumping forward. When I see a new question pop up on the stream, boom, I note it, and I manually make the timestamp, and that's how it works. Oh, yeah, the promo goes live Friday. I didn't say that. It's kind of on the dock, though. It is 11:28. It is only going to be, so is Friday 11 a.m. Eastern time, 24-hour promo only. That's it. That's the deal. So it's not going to work yet. Yeah, when it's Black Friday, that's when it's going live. What's the coverage look like in, oh, Tommy, diabolical. Yeah, so true with the airdrop feature. It is crazy that Pixel now has airdrop. Can you trade in a carrier-locked phone on T-Mobile? Yes, absolutely. 8 a.m. Pacific time. Boom, smart. Use arrow keys to jump 10 seconds forward and backward. That's perfect. Yeah, you can use that. And also, it's I think it's J and L. J and L. Let me find out right now. Here, hang on. This is me making that video. I'm playing it. L. Yeah, L, you can see L, it's moving, and J is back. J and L. That's how it works. It's so good. I love it. Keyboard shortcuts are the jam. AirDrop works surprisingly well. Fantastic to hear. I know. Stranger Things is dropping this Wednesday. I'm rewatching. I started at season 1. I'm like so far behind. It's only, oh yeah. That's also crazy. The period and comma keys will move frame by frame. So nice. So cool. Oh yeah, I started at season 1 of Stranger Things, so I've got to crush through like 24 episodes before I can watch the new season. But wonderful sailboat, NV8. I'm on Cricket Supreme Unlimited. Am I an idiot? You are not an idiot. That is a great plan. However, if you were interested in saving money, there is, turns out, a better plan, and it's on sale. The better plan is, wait for it. Oh yeah, I also started watching Pluribus. So good. The better plan, sorry, I feel like I have like ADD now. For you, wonderful sailboat is US Mobile Unlimited Premium Dark Star. Oops, I spelled star with 2 R's. And I'm sure there's like some filter I have that's filtering this out. That's it. Price. Boom. If you have money for the annual option, the annual one is insane. Let's just do monthly so you have something to compare to. Monthly version, $44 a month. Taxes and fees included. Unlimited high-speed data. Unlimited priority data. Exactly the same as Cricket Supreme Unlimited. Hotspot, you are getting 200 gigabytes of hotspot data. Now, this is tiered hotspot data. So you're getting 100 gigs at full speed, 100 gigs at 8 megabits per second, and then unlimited at 600 kilobits per second. I think this is too slow, so effectively 200 gigs a hotspot. Full 4K video streaming, better than Cricket, or the same as Cricket, I can't remember. No watch support, so if you want to watch, stick with Cricket. You can, however, choose to add a separate tablet line, or just put this in a tablet line. I'm pretty sure it works. Free international texting to over 200 countries, free international calling to over 200 countries, 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of high-speed data in Canada and Mexico, and 200 minutes, 200 texts, and 20 gigabytes in 67 countries. I think this has actually been updated to like 90 countries now. So US Mobile, features, international data, and yeah, 110, but 30 are data only. So that is like 80 countries that have talk, text, and data roaming. So pretty similar. And so, yeah, you can save money with this. $44 a month again. If you want to get the annual version, regular price, $32.50, aka about $33. Currently on sale right now, $24.90 with code SUPER99. And all of the links are in this video description, so you can check it out. All right. Yeah, crazy to see how they've grown up. I think all of this is going to be it because I really want to watch Stranger Things. You were awesome. Yeah. Can you get the multi-network add-on and not use the new line? Yes, I guess so. Jay Haas. All right, this will be the last one. If you want a number, the answer, they're going to hate me for saying this. The answer, I think, is Tello, right? So Tello, super affordable plans, super easy to get your port out information. You don't have to call anyone. You just go to plans. You're only going to need a data-only plan because there's less taxes on data. Oops, so 1 gig, and we can knock this down. No minutes. Bam. You're looking at $5, maybe $7 after taxes and fees. This gets you that new number. Make sure you get it today because it takes like 48 hours before you can get the port out info. But get the new number here, and then you'll be good to go to port over to US Mobile. So, Tommy, I hear you. It's not happening. Maybe on Black Friday. I'm going crazy. But I think we're going to... oh, man. Fizz King is saying a 7-day limit. Not good. Not good. That was my go-to. I don't have any backups right now. Find something cheap on bestphoneplans.net. All right, we're going to call it. We're going to call it. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed an exclusive early first look at US Mobile's plans. I don't think this was out anywhere else, so happy to have kind of leaked that early for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, please, I ask of you to consider hitting that like button. It really does help support the channel. Consider checking out that free coverage map app for iPhone and Android. Completely free. Why not get it? I'm Stetson, and I hope that was helpful. And I will see you this Friday for my special Black Friday live stream. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, everyone. Bye.